This program is brought to you by Globe Asiatic.
Have a question? Ask it. This is the program that will answer all your business concerns. This program might not tell you what you want to hear, but we will give you information that you need to improve your personal and business judgment. It's all about your business. It's about your homes. It's all about you. Hi, I'm Delphin Lee and you're watching the GA Report.
I don't know if I'm a business tycoon. I don't even think I'm popular, so I don't think that's right that everybody knows me. But what I am today would be, if it boils down to perseverance. Knowing what you want and really going for it. I think that's basic. You may be a businessman, you may be a professional, whatever you are, as long as you have focus, you'll go where you want to be.
Starting out in 1994, the modest Lee had envisioned a company that would develop housing opportunities for low-income earners without the low-quality standard or stigma that comes with that sector. He attributes this vision from his childhood.
You know, for a typical Chinoy, that's how we were brought up. As a child, we were brought up to think that as you grow up, you become your own man, you put up your own business. I think that's where there is a big differentiation between Chinoy and local Pinoys, no? While Pinoys were brought up to be professionals. In a Chinese Chinoy family, the training is to be a businessman, even from childhood. So I think that's where we were brought up, and that's how we have always been.
Delphin Lee grew up as an apprentice in his grandfather's small lumberyard hardware store. This is where he learned how to deal with people hands-on.
You start as a janitor, then you become a salesman, then you become a delivery man. Later on, you become the assistant store manager. So as you go rose up the rank, you learn to deal with all sectors of people.
Like any other successful developer, Delphin Lee especially looks up to one of the most successful tycoons in the country.
I have my highest respect for Mr. Henry C. I've seen the guy, I've seen the man while he was still running the shoe mart store in Cariano. He knows his business. I've seen him actually fit shoes to his customers. So, the man who's hands-on and who would take great risks when the opportunity comes, these are the type of businessmen that we need. These are the type of entrepreneurs that we need.
According to Mr. Lee, his childhood was spent growing up with people from the lower economic strata. This ignited his empathy for others.
I had this belief that if you would put the same children, these same people in a better environment, things will change. Even their mindset would change. Even their ambition would grow. So, on that basis, the first project we put up under Globe Asiatic was actually a housing project for my own people, for my own employees.
The guiding principle of the company was not to follow the trend, but be the trendsetters.
We don't follow the pack. We would always go the reverse if we think that there's no more science in all of this. We would always set our own standard. We would always set our own mark.
Clearly enough, One of Globe Asiatic's strength is affordability.
We deal with our buyers. We talk to our buyers. We see them every day, so we know their complaints. We know what they want and what they need, and we know their affordability. That's very essential.
Pag-ibig Fund CEO Mr. Jaime Fabiania offered facts on Globe Asiatic's success in the real estate industry.
Well, it's like this, no? Pag-ibig Fund is a home lending institution, and Globe Asiatic is one of the developers which is being supported by Pag-ibig Fund. So right now, we have hundreds of developers throughout the country, and Globe Asiatic is one of them. In fact, right now, the biggest among the developers being serviced by Pag-ibig.
Pag-ibig also proved that Globe Asiatic caters to all kinds of housing needs depending on the buyer's capacity to pay.
The other thing is the speed in project implementation. That project in Pampanga, for example, Severa 1 and 2, those were completed in record time. You know? In 2 years, they were able to finish more than 7,000 units. And bihira ka rin makahanap ng developer na gano'n kabilis mag-construct ng mga bahay. And of course, ang pinaka-magandang feature na project ng Globe Asiatic is Globe Asiatic really is a pioneer or a trailblazer, no? In terms of features in a subdivision.
Mr. Fabiania's analysis of Globe Asiatic is first of its kind in the history of developers in the Philippines.
We know that if you are a home buyer, you would always prefer to buy a house which is near community facilities. So as a marketing tool, as a marketing approach, this is something new, no, in our country. And bihira rin magkaroon tayo ng mga developer na ganun yung gagawin.
Mr. Julius Tapasio, business analyst from Craba, also agrees with Globe Asiatic's strategic approach.
I think one of the becoming very successful developers now is Globe Asiatic. And when you mentioned about the Severa project, which is a township, I think that concept has been very successful because they were able to target the affordable, the OFWs, the balikbayans, the lowly paid employees to buy house and lot units in a certain area when there is already a community.
I like to see the day when we Filipinos can all live in a decent place where we can raise our children in a nice environment where every children, no matter rich or poor, can have the same equal opportunity to the right and good education. I hope this dream can be realized during our generation.